America is blessed to have so many amazing and dedicated police officers and firefighters. Their split-second decisions can mean life or death and often invite intense scrutiny. Many military veterans also make second careers as emergency responders. I know, after I left the Army, I served as a firefighter and later as a career law enforcement officer. These next two awards are particularly meaningful and special to me. This year we are honoring two women who represent the best of the best. And I'm going to deviate from my script just for a second to tell you that last night at the reception prior to the National Commanders Banquet, you may have heard that our fellow Legionnaire Dan Seehafer from Wisconsin had a medical emergency, and both of these awardees immediately responded to his aid. So you know, this is not just a job. They are literally on call 24 hours a day. Our 2019 Law Enforcement Officer of the Year has been a member of the Colorado Springs Police Department for 29 years. By all accounts, she has served and led with integrity, excellence, and a true community service-oriented spirit. She's the recipient of She is the recipient of numerous internal and external letters of appreciation, commendations, and awards. She continues to mentor and coach local youth in a variety of athletic events. She has been active in local charities and exemplifies what it means to be a professional law enforcement officer. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our Law Enforcement Officer of the Year, Lieutenant Jane Anderson.
This is to certify that the American Legion has bestowed the title of National Law Enforcement Officer of the Year upon Jane Anderson for outstanding selfless service over and above normal duties through heroic acts, community service, and professional achievement, thereby exemplifying the meaning of the phrase, America's finest. You reflect great credit upon yourself, the Colorado Springs Police Department, and law enforcement officers everywhere.
Good morning. I'm honored to be here this morning to accept this award. I want to thank the American Legion for hosting such an amazing event, and I think you would agree, and for your never-ending respect and support of first responders. Thank you, American Legion, for all of the things that you do nationwide. I would like to thank the CSPD Awards Committee for nominating me for the initial award, and I then would like to especially thank the Colorado Regional and National American League Awards Committee for selecting me for this award, even better. I want to give a shout out to my Colorado folks here, and they're over here on the left-hand side, my left. I am truly honored and humbled by this experience, so thank you. Being a police officer has always been a calling to me. I remember going on a field trip to a bank when I was in elementary school, and I didn't really care about all the money in the bank. I was fascinated by the surveillance systems and how it helped catch bank robbers. I watched Adam 12, Emergency, Hawaii Five-0, and I loved every single minute of it. I was the bus safety monitor, if anybody remembers those, and I got to wear a white sash with a belt, and it had a badge on it. And I get to tell kids to sit down in their seats and follow other safety rules, such as don't cross that white line in the front of the bus. I'm telling you, I was born to be a cop. I studied criminal justice in college. I worked campus safety and later held other security jobs pursuing my dream of being a cop. I had to borrow $600 from my college friend Sue Brisson so I could pay to attend the Pikes Peak Regional Law Enforcement Academy to get post-certified back in 1987. And how cool is it she's in the audience with us today because she lives here. So thank you, Sue, for being here. After graduating, I had the opportunity to serve as a reserve police officer in Fountain Police Department there in Colorado. In 1989, I was hired by the Colorado Springs Police Department, and this time I got paid to go to the academy. I'm so thankful for the many opportunities I was given while serving 30 years at CSPD. My favorite job was always being in patrol. I loved being in uniform, driving a cruiser, helping citizens in their time of need, and of course, catching criminals. I even signed up for extra duty assignments as a lieutenant, just so that I could put on the uniform and interact with the community instead of doing administrative work. I've been very blessed by the many people at CSPD who have provided me guidance, training, and job opportunities along the way. I want to especially thank Maggie and my family members who helped with the kids while I was on call or just working crazy cop hours over the years. Yes, the saying is true. It takes a village to raise a family. In Colorado Springs, we are fortunate to have the community support, the military support, and organizations such as the American Legion to remind everybody that the military and first responders are important. I'm proud to say that I was able to represent CSPD as an officer, a sergeant, and a lieutenant now for over 30 years. I know I made a difference. I had a lot of fun, but at the same time saw stuff that nobody should have to see, the same as our military. It seems that I've forgotten a lot of things because cops always come up and say, remember we went on this call or that call for service, but for some reason I can't seem to remember a lot of it, even though they're talking about some really cool things that I did over the years and I was a part of it. I only wish I'd written a journal. Of course, cops always remember the stupid things that we did and are not shy about reminding any of us cops about what we did, and they tell the stories over and over. As you can tell, I am not wearing my police uniform tonight, or this morning. And it is because I don't have one anymore. I retired in July, and I do miss my brothers and sisters in blue, and I will miss being a police officer sometimes, but I can tell you, I certainly am not missing the stress. So life is good. The influence I've had on my children and others makes me smile as they continue to serve their communities. My son is a police officer in Arvada, Colorado, and my daughter is getting a dual master's degree in public health and administration. In addition, several of the kids that I have coached and mentored over the years are now in law enforcement. I am giving back as well as I volunteer for my police department. I volunteer for Shield 616, and I'm now told I can sign up to be an auxiliary member of the American Legion and can't wait to help. Yes. Thank you, American Legion, for all of the work you do, and please keep up the good work. Thank you for this prestigious award, and I am truly, truly honored. Thank you again.
Few acts require greater bravery than entering a blazing inferno. On top of that, our Firefighter of the Year has the challenge of leading a department in a city that is known as the overdose capital of America. She is the star of the Netflix documentary Heroin, a title that describes not just the drug, but the courage it takes to succeed as a firefighter and paramedic. A graduate of Marshall University, she has served her community as a fire department shift commander, training officer, and a registered nurse at the Cabell Huntington Hospital Emergency Department. In 2017, she was promoted to the rank of chief and is the first woman to serve in the top position of a West Virginia fire department. Please welcome our 2019 National Firefighter of the Year, Chief Jan K. Rader.
This is to certify that the American Legion has bestowed the title of National Firefighter of the Year upon Chief Jan K. Rader for outstanding selfless service over and above normal duties through community service and professional achievement, thereby exemplifying the meaning of the phrase, America's bravest. You reflect great credit upon yourself, the Huntington Fire Department, and firefighters everywhere.
It is quite an honor to be here today. I'm very humbled by this. You know, Huntington is known for the opioid epidemic of the country, but what we've been able to achieve in Huntington has turned us into the city of solutions. And first responders are a big part of that. Your first responders have a very similar makeup as to all of you in this room today. We are known for putting the safety and wellness of others before ourselves. Self-sacrifice at any cost is ingrained in our makeup. And so I'm part of a large family, which is the fire service. I'm one small person in that sea of people doing incredible work, not only in Huntington and West Virginia, but throughout this nation, and will continue to do that. But I found a family today, or the last few days, that is actually larger than the fire service. And I thank you for allowing me to be here and to be part of this. I would like to thank the commander for his support and his leadership that has led to this. I want to thank my West Virginia delegates, if they're here. Are they here? Can I get a "We Are Marshall"? And I have a special thanks for Fred Buchanan. He's an amazing human being, and I strive to be just like Fred, and I consider him an incredible friend. And thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for the American Legion for recognizing your first responders and especially your firefighters. Thank you.